So we're all watching Last Dance on ESPN. KG actually played against the 97-98 Bulls twice, including one memorable time that his teammate pulled the ultimate no-no, talking trash to Michael Jordan.
I subbed in the game, man. Eric Washington. We in the game, and so we run a play. I pass the ball to Eric. He shoot it and make a shot over Jordan. He made the shot. Now, Eric is a guy that, he's just like, man, look, I don't care who he is. I don't care who nobody is. And he can shoot. Like, he can shoot. Let him come back down. They run a play for Jordan. Jordan hit mid-range shot, drop, run down the court, go past our bench and told the coach, you might want to get him out the game because I'm about to go at him every time. I'm like, see? This is the reason why you don't talk to Jordan. You never say anything to Jordan because he's going to take it so personally that he was out there for at least about 4 or 5 buckets. Jordan went right at him the whole time while he was out there. I mean, the first game we played them in Denver. And so, coming in, I always get to the game at least about an hour and a half before the game. And I'm walking in and you see all these cameras and media and everybody. It's like swarming. Like every time they come off their buses, they just swarm them, getting up. And I'm like, oh, what are they doing? So I asked one of our trainers, like, what's going on? They was like, man, they filming the Bulls. They filming Michael Jordan and the Bulls for their last year together. I'm like, golly. So I had knew Randy Brown. He was like big brother to me too as well. So I had talked to him. I got dressed and stuff. Normally I get on the court, go get some shots up before the game and stretch and get loose. And then Randy was out there. Talked to Randy for a little bit, see how everything was going. He was telling me what they was doing. And then I played with Ron Harper in the summer leagues up in Chicago and him and Dickie Simpkins. So I was just like looking at these like, yo, what is y'all out here like movie stars? I said, I know y'all good, but golly, y'all out here like movie stars. But you look at that team, man, they look like they've been playing together for like 20 years. And everything was just running smoothly. The team looked huge, because you got Ron Harper out there at 6'7", 6'7". You got Jordan at 6'6". You got Pippen at 6'9". Then you got Rodman at that size, and then you got who's their big man?
Luke Longley and Tony Kukoc off the bench.
And then, man, they just had a squad, so it was funny going against it. But when we played in Chicago, it was crazy because I subbed in the game, man. Eric Washington. We in the game, and so we run a play, and I pass the ball to Eric. He shoot it and make a shot over Jordan. So he made the shot. Now Eric is a guy that, he's just like, man, look, I don't care who he is. I don't care who nobody is. He can shoot. Like, he can shoot. He went to Alabama. He could shoot. So he was just like, man, I'm about to go at George. So my mindset is this too. Like, I want to go at these people. I ain't about to waste no time going at them. And it's just like, all right. So he shoot the shot over Jordan. Jordan come back down. They run a play for Jordan. Jordan hit mid-range shot, drop, run down the court, go past our bench and told the coach, you might want to get him out the game because I'm about to go at him every time. I'm like, see? This is the reason why you don't talk to Jordan. You never say anything to Jordan because he's going to take it so personally that he's going to say to his team, "Give me the ball like 5 times down the court." Now you got to wait for that sub because one, we might be at a TV timeout, so you ain't gonna foul nobody or do anything like that. So you just gotta wait until something happens and a TV timeout go. Man, he was out there for at least about 4 or 5 buckets. Jordan went right at him the whole time while he was out there. And I was just like shaking my head like, this is why you don't say nothing to this man. This is a known fact to not say anything to him. You getting him riled, you getting him started. He probably would have just came out there and cruised through this, knowing they gonna beat us anyway. But that was one of them good moments that I knew about Jordan because I done seen him, in pickup games and stuff like that play as well. So I mean, I was fortunate to be able to see Jordan in pickup games and stuff like that. And then
At LeClaire, or where was that?
We used to be at Moody Bible and stuff like that. So we'll go up there and play.
I wish there were cameras at those games. I've heard stories about those Moody Bible games.
All of it. It would be, man.
What was he like in those moments? Was he as much of a killer in those behind the scenes moments as when the cameras were on?
What?
Sorry, one second. Was he as much of a killer in those closed door games as he was when the cameras were on?
Oh yeah, he was gonna go at you no matter what. He was competitive. He was real competitive. He's like a maniac of competitors. That's what type of guy he was. He wanted to win at all costs. He was gonna do it. If he had to shoot 20 times the win, he was gonna do that.
What was it like for you personally, given your story in that second game against the Bulls? You grew up 12 blocks away. You're now at the United Center, a kid who made it. Did the moment hit you, or did it not sink in until later?
I think it hit me before I even got home that time because I had to get so many tickets to the game. I was fortunate to have teammates that a lot of them weren't from there. They didn't have a lot of people from there, so they gave me some of their tickets to give to, some of my family members and friends and stuff like that. So it was just like, man, I can't believe I'm about to go home. That whole time, the first couple of days before that, I'm in Denver. Like, I'm going back home to play in front of people. So it was good too that coach got me in, played me early, and played me some good minutes because it was like one of them things where I could play 20 minutes one game, I could play 5 one the next minute, but I had to always be ready. So I was always ready when my number was called.
So then you go to Germany, right, for 1 year. And then after that, you go to the Kings. What were those next couple of years like?
Well, after the
Nuggets.
Orlando, I went to Orlando. And
the Magic. Sorry, I meant Orlando.
First year, that was the first year for Doc Rivers, coach. And so that was a good one too because Ben Wallace was on that team. Pat Garrity was on that team. Corey Maggette was on that team. Anthony Parker was on that team. So I knew.
Crazy. That's like the Chicago All-Star. You got like the West Suburban All-Stars there. You Westinghouse, Doc Proviso East, Anthony's from Naperville, and then who's the other person you mentioned?
Corey
Maggette went to Fenwick. I don't know, is he from Oak Park or West Side or probably somewhere around there?
Yep, Oak Park.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was crazy to be on that team with all them, and but again, got there, they welcomed me with open arms. Like Who else was on that team? DJ Armstrong was on that team. Chucky Atkins. Like we had, I mean, it was a pretty solid squad, man. It was Doc's first year, so it was like, getting everything together.
Yeah, what was that like playing for him as in his first year as a coach?
Oh, I mean, I learned a lot from him, so being on that team with him, and it was his first year, so it was like, he know the league in and out because he played many years in there, and then just seeing his coaching style and how he wanted everything to go was, I mean, he had everything solid, and it was good. It was good.
That's amazing. Was there anything I didn't ask you about that I should have? You've been so generous with your time here.
Oh man, I just just growing up in Chicago and playing basketball, it took me to so many different places, and playing on the USA team and winning the bronze medal was a highlight, and being able to go to all these different countries and different states and playing against all these top-notch players, and even the top-notch players that's in their own country. One of the things that I seen when I was in Germany was when we was in the EuroLeague. We was playing in the EuroLeague, and we played against Kinder Bologna. They had 7 NBA players on their team.
7?
7.
Who?
Like, one of them got drafted. It was a guy from France on that team that got drafted called Rigado. Manu Ginobili was on that team.
You played Manu Ginobili in Europe.
Yep.
What?
First year over there, played against Manu Ginobili now.
Did he stand out?
Yeah, he did. You talking about another team that was big? All of them was like 6'5", 6'4" and up. Rigado was like 6'4", 6'5". Ginobili was 6'5". You had Rashad Griffin was on that team. They had another guy on their team that was like, he went to the NBA and came back overseas. Man, they had so many players on that team, and I think they end up winning the EuroLeague that year, winning the Italian league that year. Like, they just went on a tear. It was crazy. And just seeing them teams like that, with all these different players and stuff like that, man, it just opened my eyes to say, if I don't stick with a team in the NBA, I'm going back overseas, because there was still some good basketball overseas. That's what a lot of people don't understand, and kids be afraid of that. Coming out of college and looking at the NBA is like the only thing that's out there. It's not. You should take your chances. If you got an opportunity to go somewhere and it's a legit place to go to, I think kids should take that opportunity and build a career that way as well. Don't sit waiting on the NBA because it's only 200 and some contracts in that one. You're gonna be waiting all the time, because some of them people is signed for like 5 years, and them contracts is guaranteed. They ain't going nowhere. They gonna have to pay these people.
Right. What was your favorite overseas experience?
I think when I got to Italy, after coming from Sacramento, going to overseas to Italy, I ended up staying there for at least about 9 years. And it was beautiful. The food was good. The living was good. I had no complaints about being over in Italy. None. It was an amazing experience for me and my family.